I'm Harley. So tonight on Harley Sleepytime Cinema Selection, we are going to watch The Iron Giant, which came out in 1999. I had seen this movie when I was a lot younger, and I remembered it being really, really cute and interesting. And then I recently watched Ready Player One with my family, and my kids recognized The Iron Giant from like seeing him on Netflix, and one of my sons had watched it as a movie in kindergarten when they had a rain day or whatever. It was one of those things that once we saw Ready Player One, they were ready to watch Iron Giant again and really appreciate it more fully, because I think I kind of forgot what it was about until we rewatched it. And I think before, when they watched it, they might have been a little bit too young to kind of get what was going on. And just liked the colors and, that kind of thing. It's an older animation style, which I really, really like. It makes me feel nostalgic for when I was younger, and that's how every cartoon was. The voices are done by Jennifer Aniston, Harry Connick Jr., Vin Diesel, and Christopher McDonald. So I recognized all the voices, but until I looked them up, I was kind of surprised to find out who they were, because it was one of those things where I'm sitting there watching and I'm like, oh man, that sounds so familiar. Who is that? Who is that? Well, it's because they are all really familiar voices. And it's kind of a classic alien story. This Iron Giant, this big robot, comes to Earth from outer space and kind of finds himself lost on Earth, trying to figure out what we are, who we are, what we're all about. And there's really no reason to be scared of him other than his size. So this kid who's very into, I shouldn't say just this one kid. I think kids in general like to see robots. They like to see aliens. They like to see spaceships and fun things like that. So when he comes across the Iron Giant's path, initially he is cautious, and then he kind of very quickly discovers that there's really nothing to be afraid of. What is that weird flare? The sun is doing weird things on my phone. I don't know how to angle it. How about that? We'll try that. The boy discovers quickly that there's really nothing to be scared of, that this big robot is just kind of clumsy and fun to play with, and just learning about our Earth and what's edible and not edible and how we subsist and all of these things. However, there are people who see his size and are instantly afraid and cannot get over that fear, and just see him as an obstacle to be taken out. And that is basically the crux of the story. Can this boy make the adults see him for what he truly is, or will the adults get their way and basically exterminate him? So if you haven't checked out this movie, I definitely think you should. It's very cute. It is a kid's movie, so if that's not your thing, I totally get it. But there's a lot of, other themes there too, and it's just fun sometimes to see something that was made, at this point, almost 20 years ago, and see how it's aged, and, hear these voices of people who are very, very famous now that maybe were not so famous at that time. But it's hard to say. So let me know what you think. And if you have not, make sure that you subscribe so that you can get notifications. Well, you have to hit the alert bell too. So subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications when new things come out, and when I post new videos and whatnot. And then look for me on Twitch and Instagram and Xbox Live, because those are what I'm up to. So let me know if you did see this movie, what you think about it. And if you haven't, go check it out, and then we can talk about it. So I will talk to y'all real soon. Bye, guys.